Well, now that we've taken a look at creating a Google form and the different questions there, we should also take a look at exactly how these Google forms can then be put out to the public, given to your audience, taken to the people that you're looking to gather information from. Before we do that, let's actually just take a real quick look at what this form would look like online and live. I'm going to do that by going up here to the View Live Form, where my target's at, and I'm going to go ahead and click on View Live Form. And within my browser, that's going to create a new tab at the top. And this is what my form is going to look like. If I were to give this out to my users, to my class, or to whoever I'm looking to gather this information from, this is exactly what they would see. Now let's take a look at some of the different things that we created. I'm going to go ahead and bring my target up. Here's my very first question. And you'll see at the top, this text area is for further instructions or useful. Oh, I'm sorry. Below, required is the asterisk mark, and I've got that right there. And that's the only required question within this form. Below that, we've got the text field and then the paragraph field. And what I like especially about the paragraph field, you can click and pull and have the users make it larger. So if you're really looking for a very detailed answer, feel free to have your users pull that so they see more text area to type, they feel inclined to give the information, more information. Here are our checkbox questions. You can check any of them, uncheck them as well. Pull menu, our scale, and then here's our section header that lets us know that we're moving to a different section. Our example was the grid type question, where we're going to go ahead and answer the what do we feel is important, and I'm by no means doing this as a reflection of my thoughts, but just different responses. So we're going to take a look at our information from the point of view of the spreadsheet. We'll do option 1, we'll do true and false. At the very bottom, you'll see that we've got a continue button, and this is going to continue us on the next page when we created the page break. And here is our second page break. We didn't create any questions within there, but this is the second page of our form, which we've got the last two choices, back, to go back and double check our answers, or submit. So let's go ahead and submit this. Your response has been recorded. That's the default response that Google Forms gives you. I'm going to go ahead and close this tab and go back to my form editing page, and we'll take a look at the bottom where the confirmation page, confirmation message, your response has been recorded. I like to personalize this. Thank you for taking the time to fill out this survey. You can even sign your name at the end. Other options, show link to submit another response. I like to keep that checked. It allows one user to submit the response, to submit the form, and then press the link at the bottom that says submit another response, which then just fires up the Google form again. It just goes back to a blank form, allowing another user to then use that same computer to input their information. Publish and show a link of the results of this form. If you would like to share the results, that would allow you to do that. Allow responders to edit responses after submitting. If you want people to be able to go back, go ahead and choose this. I typically do not allow responders to edit responses after submitting. Once they've submitted it, it's in. Well, now that we've gotten one response, I'm going to go ahead and appear in the pull menu within the browser. The response pull menu now has one, letting me know that one person has responded to my Google form, which is what we just filled out a little bit ago when we viewed the live form. When I click on this pull menu, it gives us some options to take a look at as far as what information we've started to gather. So right now it's accepting responses, and if I were to uncheck this, then it would no longer be accepting responses, which if you have a certain time period that you want to have this Google form available, leave it accepting until it's time to uncheck it. A summary of responses gives us a breakdown of exactly what it is that we're seeing. So question by question, it'll give us some good information. It gives us some good visual graphics as well to help us see visually what our respondents have been choosing. So right now with one person, we've got very matter-of-fact responses going on here. We've got yes 1, no 0, and not sure 0. So we've got also the information right over here. Text answers will just give the text submissions. Please type your name. There's our name. And then here's our answer. Below the required checkbox, option 1 is a bar chart going across there, letting us know the percentages as well, right over here. Pull menu turns into another pie chart or a circle graph with the breakdown of the percentages right here. Our scale is broken down as a bar graph as well, or a column chart, percentages as well. Grid type, another bar chart and percentages. And by question as well. Each question within the grid is represented here. As well as a number of daily responses, letting you know how many people are accessing your form on a daily basis. So that's a really good way to get a good visual of how everything is looking in terms of what responses you're receiving.